It's really quite misleading. You need to read and do math between the lines on this one. Sign-up bonuses are arguably the most valuable component of credit cards. They give you the best way to earn lots of cashback, points, and miles through your credit card spending. A lot of us actively chase bonus after bonus after bonus, earning thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars worth of value. So now, having established this, why is this dude telling you to avoid certain bonuses? Well, to answer this, we're going to have to dig a little deeper. And just so that you're not bummed out from having to avoid a bonus, I'm going to share a recommendation for an alternative and more preferable card and bonus. But first, we'll need to caveat a couple of things. Outside of sign-up bonuses, each card has a unique set of spend multipliers, credits, and benefits. If, based on your individual organic spending habits, you'll find significant value in one of the cards that I'll go over, then you probably don't want to avoid those cards, especially if you're trying to tap into that value sooner rather than later. Also, each alternative card that I propose will not be a perfect replacement, though I'll try to get as close as possible. And with that out of the way, we have number one, the Delta Reserve card from American Express, which is Delta's highest tier credit card. The current bonus is for 100,000 Delta Sky miles for spending $6,000 in the first 6 months. It's also a limited time offer ending March 27th. Okay, what's the problem? It looks like a solid bonus. In isolation, I agree, though relatively speaking, not so much. Let's look at the Delta Platinum card, which is Delta's second highest tier credit card, which currently has a bonus of 90,000 Delta Sky miles for spending $4,000 in the first 6 months. So 10,000 less miles, but also $2,000 less in required spending. Let's make this comparison based on a single number. On the Delta Reserve, you'll get about 16.7 Sky miles per dollar spent, and on the Delta Platinum, you'll get 22.5 Sky miles per dollar spent. So a winner in the Delta Platinum. It's probably obvious by now that the Delta Platinum would be the card and bonus that I would recommend going for over the Delta Reserve, as then you can deploy that $2,000 difference in spend towards your next sign-up bonus. Also, since the Delta Platinum has some 2x and 3x categories that are only 1x on the Delta Reserve, the 10,000 Sky Mile difference between the bonuses will be reduced if you spend on the 2x and 3x categories on the Delta Platinum while chasing the bonus. Finally, for those of you bonus hunters out there, you'll want to avoid the Delta Reserve if you're still trying to get the bonus on the Delta Platinum or even the bonus on the lower tier Delta Gold and Delta Blue sometime in the future. This is due to the family language on the Delta cards, where getting the bonus on a higher tier card restricts you from the bonuses on any of the lower tier cards. By the way, if you're wondering how you can best redeem your Sky Miles from any of these bonuses, I have another video going over that, which you can watch later. Also, if you find value in the content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It's important to highlight that sign-up bonuses on credit cards are typically not constant over time. When an issuer is looking to increase customer acquisition on a card, it often does so by increasing the sign-up bonus, and then the bonus will come back down either on a preset date or presumably when the customer acquisition targets have been hit. Now that we've established the up-down pattern on most bonuses, you might think, hey, if the current bonus is not as good as it was in the past, maybe we should hold off for now. This is precisely the line of thinking for why you might want to avoid the bonus on the United Club Infinite card from Chase, which is United's highest tier credit card. The current bonus is for 80,000 United miles for spending $5,000 in the first 3 months. My go-to resource for historical bonuses is uscreditcardguide.com. I'm not sponsored by them, but they're great. Let's look at this chart from them on the United Club Infinite card, where you can see that starting from late 2021, there were multiple instances of 90,000 or even 100,000 bonuses with the same $5,000 spend requirement. Sure, the past is not perfectly indicative of the future, but if some pattern has been established over several years, then a huge deviation from that pattern in the future is unlikely. So while you wait for the next elevated offer on the United Club Infinite card, you can instead go for the bonus on the United Business card. Note that you don't need to have a formal business with an LLC in order to get approved for business cards, at least through Chase and Amex. Several types of side hustles, from driving Uber to selling things online, or even a plan to start doing so, can make you eligible for business cards. On the United Business, when the spend requirement was $5,000, we've pretty much just seen bonuses of 50,000 or 75,000 United miles. So the current 100,000 bonus for spending $5,000 in 3 months is the best ever offer for this level of spend. You also just get 20,000 more miles for the same level of spend compared to the United Club Infinite card. I will mention though that you will be losing out on the key benefit from the United Club Infinite card, which is the unlimited access to the United Club Lounge. Thankfully, the United Business card somewhat replicates this by offering 2 one-time passes each year. For some of you, that might be enough for your planned year of travel. Lastly, I have a bit of a controversial sign-up bonus that you might want to avoid, that on the World of Hyatt card from Chase. 35,000 Hyatt points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months, and up to 30,000 more points by earning 2x in the first 6 months on purchases that would normally be 1x on up to $15,000 in spending. Okay, Monty, what are you getting at? This is an elevated bonus right now. The first part had been only 30,000 points since 2021. 5,000 extra points isn't massive, but it's still something. Here, I'll need to be a little more specific. I'm mostly suggesting to avoid the second part of the bonus, which might need some dissecting. Without the bonus, if you spend $15,000 all on a 1x multiplier category, you'd earn 15,000 Hyatt points. With the bonus, you'll earn 2x on the 15,000 in spend, which comes up to 30,000 points. The difference is not 30,000 points, as the bonus language may suggest, but it's just 15,000 points. It's really quite misleading. You need to read and do math between the lines on this one. While the bonus makes the World of Hyatt card a solid 2x catch-all card in the first 6 months, why not instead deploy that non-category spend towards getting bonuses on the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, or Chase Freedom Unlimited? 60,000, 20,000, and 20,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points respectively, all attainable for way less than 15,000 in spend, as in fact, you can cover all 3 bonuses with just $5,000 in total spend. The thing is that as long as you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Sapphire Reserve, or Ink Preferred Business card, you'll be able to transfer your Chase UR points to Hyatt points at a 1-to-1 ratio. And yes, this includes the points that you earn from your Freedom cards. I understand that the Sapphire Preferred has previously had bonuses of 80,000 and even 100,000 points before, so I guess another consideration there. With that said, you really don't need to spend on or even have the World of Hyatt card in order to earn a ton of Hyatt points. I personally get all of my Hyatt points through transferring from Chase UR points. And with that, we have a list of pretty specific reasons for why you might want to avoid certain credit card sign-up bonuses, at least for the time being. The world of credit cards is so vast and interconnected that it's important to consider how getting a card and a sign-up bonus now may impact your roadmap for other cards and bonuses down the line. Though, as I mentioned earlier, you may still want to go for a specific card if its features and benefits give you way more value than any other card that's out there. In this video, I go over 5 cards that may fit this bill for you, though unfortunately, I do think that a couple of them will get worse. See you over there, and thanks so much for watching. Peace.